Rachel here from Beads by the Chill, bringing you another mini tutorial, this time on some indoor or outdoor sun catchers. So let me show you, again these are for adults or for kids. My 10-year-old son David made this little cracker. This one has a little Buddha at the top, and these are all chakra colours. And this one has a mother of pearl dove with a little mother of pearl dropper with gemstones. So I'm going to take you through step by step, show you what tools you need. I'm going to do two versions. One is a simpler version that is suitable for children of all ages, and the other is if you want to make it a little bit more complex and you want to put some movement into the sun catcher. I've cut a length of the beadle on. I'm going to pop it through the side hole of this crystal. If you're using just a bead, then you could do the same, but just pop it through the centre instead with a crimp bead on the bottom. I'm going to bring both ends together and thread on a crimp bead. And then I'm going to shimmy that to the end and give a little bit of room, and then with your chain nose pliers pop that on there, squeeze that like so. And then we're going to start threading on your beads. So red is first. So after you've threaded on the first bead, is then cut one of the threads off. And I'm going to pop on a crump bead, bring your end back down through the crump bead. Okay, so squeeze your crump bead, trim off your excess. Finally, we're just going to add a small length of chain on here with a small jump ring. It's an open jump ring, so you clamp with the slit pointing up to 12 and open it with a side-by-side action. Pop your soldered ring on one and the chain on the other. And there you have your completed little sun catcher. And on the end of the chain, you can just either attach some see-through thread or some ribbon to finish off. So this is the one we've just made. So you've got all the chakra colours in there for those of you that like all the holistic colours on there. So the next one I'm going to show you is the more complex version where we're using eye pins. I'll show you how to wire wrap the base as well. So that's this little one. And I'm just going to incorporate some slightly different colours on the next design. So I'm actually going to show you how to make the attachment and the loop at the bottom. So I'm using 0.6 wire. I probably cut about 5 inches of wire. Pop it through the side hole and bring that up with leaving a slight overlap there and the other side up as well. Now with the chain nose pliers, I'm just going to turn the long length at sort of a straight line going up. And then this small one, I'm actually going to wire wrap the small one around the longer piece just once or twice, like so. Okay, I'm going to trim that off, that tail. And just to finish off, I'm going to make a wire wrapped loop. So you will need round nose pliers for this. So I'm just wire wrapping that around one side. And if it's slightly lopsided, just alter that with your pliers. I'm going to trim off the excess. And just tuck in any of the ends there. The next part we're going to work is we're going to be joining eye pins and jump rings. With the eye pin, you've got a loop already formed. I'm just going to use these little spacer beads in between if they'll go on. So with your cutters, cut approximately a centimetre above the bead, but cut it into your mat. Then with your chain nose pliers, turn it at almost a right angle. Then when you've done that, you switch to your round nose pliers. You want it to sit flush the one side and just gently start to turn. It doesn't have to be in one clear movement until it touches the other side. Okay, so if you need to straighten that up. So that's the first one. So we're now going to join all of these together. Let's zoom out a little bit. So we've got that one, that one, that one, that one, and we've also got that one at the bottom as well. So we're going to join those with some jump rings. So with the jump ring, I'm going to open that up. First of all with the mother of pearl, then the first one, and then close that up. Let's just put those to one side. So that's the first one. And finally, need another jump ring. There we go. On there, close that up, and now that we've actually got that, we're going to actually pop some chain on there. So I'm going to open up the link on here, or you can just attach a jump ring if you prefer, and close that up. And then at the top, I'm just going to add another one of these. There we go, there's our little dove. So if you want to know how to actually make a wire work hook, then continue watching and I'll show you how you do that. So I'm going to cut a length of wire And first of all, at the bottom, I'm just going to turn a loop. Just a simple loop, and then turn it back, like so. You do need the bead hole to be relatively big, so I popped a crystal on there. I'm just going to turn that just slightly, so that's where we're at the moment. And now I'm just going to use this to shape, to make the hook. So if you can see what I've got there, I'm holding that and bringing that around. Okay, so take that off, and just finally this little bit here I'm going to turn up and just make a loop. Now you can hammer it as well with a nylon hammer if you want to work hard on it, but to be honest with you, it's quite thick wire anyway. So I'm just going to open up the link at the bottom, the loop at the bottom, pop that on, and there we have it. So you've got a nice little link, and you can just hook that and hang that outside. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've done any makes following seeing this tutorial, I would love to see it. Please send it to me via email or pop it on my Beads by Virtue Facebook site. I think that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. Tune in for the next one and see you soon. Bye.